Alright guys, long story. I'm kind of losing my voice as well, as you can tell. But I wasn't supposed to film this week. I was a couple of pre-filmed videos. So that's what was supposed to happen. So I didn't have to worry about this. But times have changed and Breach of Peace came out. They're like, no warning. It's just a video this morning that said it was on Audible. And I was like, so I finished it immediately. 3 hours. Spent 3 hours of my day listening to that audiobook, and it was quite amazing. Actually, I finished the Blade itself. I haven't filmed a review. I want to wait till I get home and film a review. But this is an important topic because it's Breach of Peace. So, first section is going to be spoiler free. I was going to do it whole spoiler free, but the end was kind of cool, and I wanted to talk about it. So, this is a very hyped book. He's been Daniel Greene. If you don't know Daniel, I don't know where you've been, but he's basically the ruler of the fantasy book talk community. And whenever his book came out, I had to read it. Of course, I've ordered the physical copy. I don't have it in my hands yet, obviously, and because it was supposed to come out the 30th, came out early on Audible, and I got it on Audible. Amazing book. And I really enjoyed it. The characters were amazing. The thing with this book is, I thought it would be more like The Wheel of Time because, well, I'm reading The Wheel of Time and Daniel loves The Wheel of Time. Amazing, amazing series. And I don't know. I thought it would be more like it. Not really like The Wheel of Time, not in my eyes. Kind of feels industrial. You're following a group of inspectors who are different from police. And different. It's pretty different. Nothing like I've read before. Pretty gruesome. I heard Daniel's mentioned the first couple scenes were gruesome. I hadn't expected it to be that gruesome. It was pretty... some of the scenes were kind of scary. And then, I didn't expect it, but it was amazing. I loved it. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And I think it was a brilliant debut novel. Of course, some screws need to be tightened. He'll get better at that. I'm sure of it, but I'm super impressed for a debut novel. He's very excellent at writing stuff like this. He's pretty smart to do a novella series first, not as important, just to get all his nicks out of the way, just doing a trilogy of novellas. So he can have a perfect trilogy, just to start it off, because if he was gonna do his main idea, his book trilogy if he was gonna do his book trilogy now with all his screws not tightened, if that was gonna be his first, it's not as good as it could have been. But he's doing this novella trilogy, and then he's gonna do his main series. So I think that's gonna work out perfectly for him. It was an amazing series. The characters were excellent. Chapman was my favorite, and I keep forgetting the characters' names. I know there's Chapman, and then Samuel was the husband. But for the life of me, I can't remember the main character's name. See, I usually have the book here, but I don't have the book yet. So, very good. The inspection scenes, there was a lot of dialogue, which was great, and the villains were pretty excellent. One of the things, it was I don't know what I thought a novella was, but I thought it would be longer. I have not read a novella. If not, I've read one novella, and I was so ready just for the book to be started because we were only 200 pages in, and I was like, the end. And I was like, oh, I was very short. I was not used to that, but it was. I got a lot from it. It was excellent. And now I want to get into the spoiler talk. So, if you would like to stick around for spoilers, which I don't think you will, because it released today, so you can watch this later. So, the ending was quite different. It ended with our main character, her husband died, and then, like, who was, like, it was, you can see the foreshadowing to that. Because I think, like, I think they said something about, like, this was the last thing that they've ever done, or, like, this is going to be the last time she walks into work, or, like, the last time. And so, like, when it ended like that, you can kind of tell, because he did a good job foreshadowing it. The foreshadowing was a little up front, pretty easy to tell that he was foreshadowing what was to come. But it was a good type of foreshadowing. He could have done it a little bit better. But I wasn't like like there's one point like there's Samuel, they threw Samuel's dead body at her, and I was like, whoa. And I was not ready for that. So yeah, and then I think Chapman also dies, if I'm not mistaken, or something happens to him. He's not normal. Just like, I was not ready for everyone. I think our main character was one of the only people who survives. And I was like, okay, like, that happened. Like, yeah, I don't know if I was, like, ready for that. So, I'm really curious to see after what just happened. I think she joined a rebellion. And then I'm really curious to see what he has next. I know this is only the first book of a novella trilogy, and I'm excited. This is his self-published novel. He did excellent. Like, right now I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Obviously some screws need to be tightened, but what you have there is very, very talented work, and I've not read any other booktubers' works. I know Elliot Brooks has a novel, and I know other people have novels, and I want to read Durfee's work, Brian Lee Durfee, but that's, like, other than that, I've not read any booktubers, like, work, and I don't know, like, how good they're supposed to be, but this is excellent, and I'm proud of him. I don't know, like, he did a great job, and you should be proud. I already kind of want to reread this book, like, because it's only 3 hours, so I could, like, spend another time reading this, and I wouldn't be mad, because this is an excellent book, and I probably am going to reread it a couple more times. Probably going to reread it again when the sequel book comes out, because I know he mentioned he wants it out. He wants the next 2 books out in a year, which is crazy. So probably going to reread this book because it's just a day read. I could read it in one sitting because I read a lot of times on 2 times speed and just like that. But I give it a 5 out of 5 stars, and it was an amazing book. And it released it, and I finished it. Another one of the new books, but I don't read many new releases, but there's always exceptions. So that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And Daniel, if you're watching, which I doubt it, great job. Pat yourself on the back. Good job. So see you guys in the next video. I wasn't supposed to post them today, but yeah.